This week we're going to talk about skew, specifically the series advanced method. At first this method might seem a little daunting just because of the amount of cases there are, but I want to show you why it's not as bad as it seems. I know some of you might think they need to memorize over 100 cases, but that's actually not the case. You actually need to only memorize less than 20, and not only that, but you also know a lot of the cases already, because a lot of the cases are just intermediate cases, except you're forcing U-perms and you're forcing skips, so you already know how to do them. Let's take a look at an example. Looking at these two cases, they both have, they're obviously a little bit different. If you look, they both have the peanut corners here, and this U center is here, but this one has an opposite center here, and this one has an opposite center here. But what they have in common is they both have one opposite center. So starting with this one, if we just do the intermediate solution, but we start with a hedge right here, we can do a hedge, sledge, and this gives us a Z-perm. Well, we don't want that. However, what some people don't know is there's actually two intermediate solutions. And so what we can do is if we do the other intermediate solution, which you go over here and it starts with a sledge, and then do another sledge, you get a U-perm. So that one's obviously better. If you look at this one, same thing. So if you do the one over here, sledge, sledge, you get a Z-perm. But if you do the one over here where you do hedge, sledge, you get a U-perm. So if you notice, in both of those cases, the intermediate solution we ended up doing was the one where the opposite center was in the back. And so that's how we do all of these cases for the peanut plus watt perm. That's what this called is, watt perm. That's how we do all these cases for advanced, is you hold the opposite center in the back while you're doing the intermediate case. Most of the cases in series advanced are like that. You don't actually learn the specific case, but you learn the way you solve a set of cases. And when you learn how to solve that set, you're able to use that knowledge for many different cases in that set. For example, the peanut watt perm set has 8 different cases you can use it for. If this video didn't make any sense to you, that's okay. It's a little bit hard, but I have an idea to conceptualize, especially if you're not actually learning the method right now. But what I would suggest is to actually just start trying to learn it and learning these cases, because as you do that, you'll understand more of what I'm talking about here. And it's also, once you do it, it'll become a lot easier, especially you'll get more used to it. So I'm actually going to upload a series advanced tutorial to my channel, and I'll link that in the description so you'll actually be able to start learning it, because I know a lot of the resources out there are either outdated or unfinished. So that'll be in the description, and happy cubing!